Good afternoon. My name is Emmanuelle and I'm in charge of the vegetable seed sector at the French Seed Growers Association called FNAMS. FNAMS represents the growers at the GNIS. GNIS is an organization representing the entire French seed sector, growers, seed companies and users of seeds. FNAMS also provides technical and economic services for the French seed sector. First of all, it is important to note that the French vegetable seed sector is largely developed. France is the first seed-producing country in Europe. Its turnover represents 621 million euros, 20% of the global French seed sector in high development. We have 83 seed production companies, including 26 breeders, 2,100 seed growers, and about 18,500 hectares. As you can see on this graphic, in 10 years, vegetable seed production increased by over 30%. In green, you have the fine vegetable. In green, you have the pulses like garden pea, bean, lens, chickpea, and in red, you have the fine vegetable seeds as carrot, parsley, onion, leek, chicory, spinach, red beet, cabbage, radish, and so on. In average, we have 45% of pulses and 55% of garden vegetables. For carrot, France is one of the first producers for seeds in the world. 500 seed growers produce carrot seeds for the global market. They have contracts with about 15 seed companies for approximately 2,400 hectares. Seed multiplication is mainly carried out in two major areas: the southwest of France. Here you have Toulouse, and we call Beauce in the north, in the south of the Paris basin. And here you have Angers. It's not a big area for carrot seed production. Surfaces are steadily increasing, even if in recent years we see a slight decrease due to lower hybrid seed production. From 2005 to 2010, we had globally 50% of open-pollinated varieties and 50% of hybrid in red and open-pollinated in blue. And this year, we had 70% of open-pollinated varieties and 30% of hybrid varieties. Average yields vary from 250 to over 800 kilo per hectare for open-pollinated varieties and 200 to more than 400 kilo per hectare for hybrid varieties. There is a high variability between years, particularly due to the weather conditions during the flowering and maturation period, June, July, and August. Carrot seeds are grown on farms of about 50 to 200 hectares. Usually, these farms produce cereals. The average area of carrot seed fields is about 5 hectares for open pollinated and 4 hectares for hybrid. Method used for carrot seed production is seed to seed. The crop is sown at the middle of August in the north and at the end of August or early September in the south. Irrigation is necessary for seed emergence. Carrots must be isolated from wild carrots because of the potential for pollen contamination, and carrot fields are isolated from each other. You see the main regulatory distances in meters or in miles on the slide. Pollination is accomplished by a lot of pollinators, white pollinators like syrphids, white bees, flies, and also honeybees, especially in hybrid seed production. 5 to 7 or 10 hives per hectare are placed near the fields. Growers have also to manage fertilization, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium inputs, and sometimes sulfur or boron. For weed control, herbicides are used and also mechanical weeding and hand labor if necessary. You see on the slide some active substances we can use today. Carrot seed growers have to manage the same insect pests and diseases occurring in vegetable carrot production: carrot fly, aphids, Alternaria leaf blight, Alternaria black hot. They also have to manage insect pests and diseases which are specific in seed production, like hortops. Here you have a hortops bug that can reduce seed yield and germination, or Phomopsis doci, a fungus that infects umbels and can reduce yield. For the harvest, growers must consider the gap in maturity between the different orders of umbels. In France, we use 2 different methods. One is rushing between end of July and early September. Crops are drilled in field about 1 week and then combined. The other method is to make an application of desiccant, the active substances diquat, 3 to 7 days before direct harvesting. As a conclusion, each year, research are carried out to improve crop yield and seed quality according to French and European regulations. On weed control, for example, to test new herbicides, on pest and disease control, especially for the new problems like hortops or Phomopsis, on pollination, irrigation, fertilizer management, harvesting techniques. This work is financed by seed growers and seed companies in the context of the interprofessional organization and with support from the Ministry of Agriculture. You will have an example of research project in the following presentation of my colleague Julie Gombert about the disease Phomopsis doci. I thank you for your attention.